What's up, everybody? It's Old Man Winter 8 for Sun and Ski Sports, and this is the 686 Women's Smarty Spellbound Jacket from the inside out. So the Spellbound really is a key jacket within the Smarty series in 686's women's lineup. And if you're not sure what the Smarty is, it's a system that they have where it's 3 jackets in one. You get a removable liner on the inside that you can take out and actually wear by itself. So you get a fully insulated jacket, you get a shell jacket, but you also get a little bit lighter weight insulator that you can wear on its own casually. So starting on the inside of this thing, the liner on this that is removable is their thermal puff nylon jacket that you can actually buy separate, but it is included with this jacket. So it does have their Infinaloft 180 gram fill through the entire thing. It's like a standard puffy jacket, but the really cool thing about the women's version that it also has this nice soft fur lining in the back area to make this thing even warmer, whether you're wearing it with the shell or if you're just wearing it on its own. And when you are wearing it on its own, some of the cool things about this is it still does have your standard little snap pockets down on the side, and it also does have a PFAS-free DWR coating. So if you're walking around on a day that's a little bit more unseasonable, maybe it's snowing or kind of wet snow, or even maybe a little light rain or mist, it is going to help repel that water on the outside of the jacket. But then when we're moving to the inside of the shell of the jacket, you are looking at a little bit of a tricot liner all the way through the back, and most importantly, up around the neck and through the face. This way you get something that's nice and soft and comfortable, that's going to be touching parts of your body where your first layer probably isn't touching, so it's going to be right against your skin, most importantly right against your mouth. And if it is a cold day and you have to zip this thing up all the way up over your mouth, it's not going to be rubbing your face raw. It's going to be very, very comfortable to have zipped up all the way. And then when we move down to the bottom, it does have an adjustable powder skirt where you've got multiple snaps, so you can tighten this thing up however you like around your waist. And then in addition to the little grips to keep it in place, it does have their pant to jacket connection system, where these little loops with the snaps do line up with some specific loops on their pants to really link everything together. But the nice thing is since these are just a little loop with a snap on it, they are going to line up or come very, very close to lining up with the belt loops on the pants of just about any pant out there. And then when we do move up to the pockets on the inside, you are looking at a 3-pocket system. On the left side, you get a nice big cargo pocket that you can throw your gloves in or your goggles. And then there is a little small stash pocket that has a snap that's just underneath that. And the cool thing about this is obviously you can throw anything in there, but it is fleece lined. So if it's one of those days where you're getting variable light conditions, you might want to be switching out the lenses for your goggles. It's perfect to store a goggle lens because it's going to keep it, one, in a spot where you're not going to notice it, but two, that fleece lining is going to keep it from getting scratched up. And then when we move to the right side of the jacket on the inside, we have a dual access audio pocket. So not only does this thing have the Velcro and you can throw your phone in from the inside of the jacket, it also has that little hole, so if you're still running wired headphones, you can run your headphones right into it. But this window on the inside here, you can actually use your phone through this window. So if you do want to do some stuff on your phone and you don't feel comfortable taking it out of your jacket, you do have that option to just unzip and use the phone through that window. But if you're somebody who doesn't want to have to unzip your coat, or maybe it's a day where it's a little bit colder and you just need to get at your phone and you don't feel like unzipping the jacket, there is a second access zipper that's just on top of the main zipper underneath that storm flap. And then the last thing on the inside of the jacket we're going to talk about is the glove link system on the inside of both cuffs. And what this is it's a little elastic band that you can throw your thumb underneath while it's inside your glove. It's going to stretch around the outside of your glove. And this just helps keep the sleeve down and over your hands when you need it, maybe on those days when it's a little extra windy or snowy, just to help keep those elements out of your wrists even more. And then when we're moving from the inside of the jacket to the shell of the jacket, we are looking at a 2-layer Infinidry 20K 15G waterproof and breathable poly fabric. It is fully taped on the inside, and then in addition to having that tape and that waterproof and that breathable material on the outside keeping the elements out and allowing your body to breathe, it also has a PFAS-free DWR coating that's going to help repel water right on the surface of the jacket as well. And then when we're talking about the features beyond the materials on the outside of the jacket, we go to the pits. We have fully adjustable armpit zips, so you can zip them open as much as you need. And it does have a mesh lining on the inside, so when they are open, snow's not going to be able to get inside of your jacket. And then we move down to the pockets. We've got 2 hand pockets, one on the right, one on the left. They do have a little bit of a fleece lining in there to help keep your hands warm if it's just one of those days where you need to throw your hands in there to keep them warm and you don't have your gloves on. And then on the inside of the left pocket, you got this little key clip. This is just nice. You can clip your keys to it, or really anything that you want to snap to kind of keep it inside your jacket. Make sure that if you open that pocket, it's not falling out, or just to make sure that it's very accessible. And then we'll move up to the hood on this thing. It is a nice big helmet compatible hood. We've got the 2 pull strings on the side. Really gives it kind of that cool street look, a little bit more like a hoodie, but obviously you can still pull that thing tight to get it around your face to really help hold out those elements on those less than favorable days. And then as we move down the arms, we're going to notice on the left side there is a pass pocket. So when you are going through those lines and you need to make sure that those readers read your pass nice and easy, you can just swipe your arm past it. And it does have a key clip inside that pocket as well, in case you'd rather keep your keys maybe in your wrist instead of throwing them inside one of your main pockets. And then the last thing we're going to look at on the outside of the jacket is the cuffs, as they're nice, adjustable, with a little bit of a stretchy, elastic death grip cuffs. So when you do tighten this thing down, it's really going to help cinch up around the outside of your gloves, or to cinch it up a little bit more on the inside if you do have a little bit more of a gauntlet style glove. This really is a cool jacket that has the styling of a street jacket, but all the technical features to get you on the hill and keep you warm all day long. And then when you're off the hill, you still have that inner removable puffer jackets. You'll probably end up wearing even more than the entire jacket itself. But if you got any questions about anything we talked about in this video, definitely leave some comments down below. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to the Sun and Ski YouTube channel, and make sure to head on into your local Sun and Ski so you can check out the 686 Spellbound Smarty Jacket for yourself. But if you don't have one nearby, no problem. You can always look them up at sunandski.com.